This is Road to Infinity Rank episode 15. Our first lobby, we actually find Noelle, who she was in my recent knockout tournament. We also find two other S5 players. I recognize the name Bob Ross. I don't know if I've ever played with him, but either way, the first lobby we found three S5 players, so it's not a bad chance at getting some rank here, inching closer to Road to Infinity. In fact, this would be more than an inch. This would be like, you know, maybe a quarter of a foot closer to Infinity if we win here, but we have to win first.
Nice
Full
shot.
fort, 22 mile an hour tailwind. I'm going backspin here. Let the wind carry me a bit. And that is a fine approach for a birdie putt. Not a fine approach for an eagle. I mean, I wouldn't even have gotten an approach if I got the chip and eagle, but good way to start off the game. That was quite literally my first stroke of the entire day. As per usual, I'm doing no warm-up. You already know the vibes. If you do warm-up on global, GTFO. You know what I mean? 5-way tie at the top on birdies, 10 points, of course. On to hole 6, we can see and we can hear some pretty strong wind. Ooh, probably my least favorite pin position on this green, but we will make it work. With this wind, I actually might go left here. See if I can thread the needle between that pine tree and then the bushy tree on the left.
Nice shot.
Not quite, but we're on the fairway. I'm starting to think it's like literally impossible to do that. I've tried it a few times in the past, even with like strong tailwind. I always clip the tree. I don't know if it's impossible. The hitboxes might be too big, but I'm fine being where I am now. I don't really have anything obstructing me and my chip onto the green. Well, the only thing obstructing me from getting the chip and eagle is my own skill. So let's see if I can overcome that here.
Nice shot.
And no, I mean, backspin's going to help a little bit, which I did intend to get, but that was way too far, way too much power. That skill barrier is quite tough to crack, you know what I mean? And I don't know why, but, well, I do know why. I'm kind of getting deja vu. I always seem to find myself in this position, like around this area on the green, when the pin is where it is right now. I don't know why, but I can never get it right, so I never learned my lesson. A bit uphill, so I need to go red bar, and no. I mean, power was fine, I would have been in, but didn't quite read the green right there.
Nice par.
Falling down to second. I don't know to how many players, though. I know Bob Ross got a birdie. I don't know who else got a birdie. Hey, was there another birdie there? I'm down to 2 players. Anyway, I don't... The fact of the matter is that I am losing. That's what's important here. On to 16. 3 holes left to make a comeback. Listen, don't worry. Do not worry about me. Comebacks are always on the table, even if it's down to the last hole. You know that if you've seen even just a small handful of my videos in the past. On to 16 here. We can easily make it through the shortcut with 17 mile an hour.
Nice shot.
Headwind here. I think for me, like 20 is probably the max that I would do. Maybe if I was far right T position, I would go like up to 22. Maybe even more. For some reason, I have 26 in my head. Maybe I would try going for the shortcut if it was 26 mile an hour. Absolutely no more than that, though. Yeah, let's sink this chip, though, to get back in first. Okay, let's lift this chip to laugh in my face. Thank you, Nintendo.
Nice birdie.
You know, I was actually, like, kind of confident there that I could have made that chip in eagle. And then I would have been in first by 1 point had I done that. But too bad. I lipped out and tapped it in for birdie. 2 holes left to make a comeback. Okay, we got 18 here, 0 wind as well. Okay, so this is either going to be a free albatross or a free eagle. It depends where the pin is. And there are 2 pin positions where I know how to get an albatross with 0 wind. And this is one of them. Perfect.
Nice shot.
Anytime I get this pin position or the front middle pin position with 0 wind, it's a free albatross. The other ones I haven't quite mastered yet. But cue the Stranger Thing theme music. I already know this is going to be an albatross even before I've taken the shot and edited the video.
Nice shot.
Yeah, that's pretty free, to be honest. Very nice albatross, though. Nice 18 points as well. That, unless, yeah, Bob Ross did not get an albatross there, so that is going to put me into first place, only by 1 point, but it's going to be first place solo control nonetheless. Pretty nice albatross there. Smack the pin dead in the middle. Save that to the Switch archives, and very nice comeback so far. Although game's not over. Game is not over by any means, so good eagles from the rest of the crew there, except for 1 birdie. It's only a 1-point lead. I can't take my foot off the gas at all, because if I just make one slip up, I would lose. So birdie's an absolute must here. Maybe even eagle, depending on what players below me get. But we'll see as the hole goes on. I have the best tee position for this hole, although the wind is going to allow players on the left
Nice shot.
to make the shot just fine as well. So no RNG here from the tee box. I wish the game didn't have tee box RNG, but there are at least like 4 holes off the top of my head that where tee position matters. But anyway, everybody made it through here, or I'm assuming everybody did. I think I gotta go somewhere a bit over 3.5. I don't want backspin here, so gotta get power pretty precise.
Nice shot.
Yep, that's fine. Perfect power. A little bit off the wind adjustment there, but since no one got chip and eagle, this is a good enough approach to get birdie. And secure the win.
Nice birdie.
And yeah, that's going to be 55 points to 51, 51 to 48.
Congratulations.
If I didn't lip out of that chip and eagle on 16, it would have been 59, but at the end of the day, points don't really matter. A win is a win.
Huh?
And if you watched the last episode, you're probably wondering, why am I half a bar lower than where we left off? First of all, that was a decent amount of rank. The practical answer is, well, I got a triple bogey on hole 16 in an online match and lost half a bar rank for being eliminated after the semifinals. You're also probably thinking, dang, this guy's hard stuck in S9, and you're only about 50% right. It's more like a soft stuck, you know what I mean? It's like sticky inflation. You know, our numbers, they're not where we want them to be, and they will probably remain there at that numerical point for longer than we want, but eventually, through the thick and thin, we will get to where we want. For me, that would be infinite 0. For most central banks, that would be 2%. But on to game number 2 here of the Road to Infinity episode 15. Bob Ross again, and then a bunch of lower ranked players. Okay, so a win in this lobby probably not going to gain a lot of rank. It won't be like remotely close to what we gained last game, which is a pretty decent amount. But here we go, hole 2, pretty strong headwind, so
Nice shot.
really.
Nice approach.
Really? Alright. Birdie it is.
Birdie.
It's going to be 10 points from hole 1, which is in fact hole 2 of the course. Three-way tie. TD was at S1. I don't know what Simone was, so I mean, I think Simone had to have been less than TD because there was only S5 and S1 player, and TD's the S1 player, Ross is the S5 player, so, but I mean, it doesn't matter. We have to win no matter what. Hole 3 here, okay. Don't mind the pin position.
Nice shot.
I have two options here. I either try to go under the bushy tree for stroke number 2, land on the green, and then putt for an eagle, or just thread the needle, land in the bunker, and then chip for an eagle. I don't know what the best play is here.
Nice shot.
I think bunker's probably the play. I would have had to go under full power there if I wanted to, like, keep my ball low enough to go under the tree. I might not have made it onto the green, I don't know.
Nice approach.
Okay, I accidentally curved my shot to the left, and I just missed to the left. Gonna be a birdie here from hole 3. It wasn't a bad attempt at a chip. Actually, you know what? Both hole 2 and 3, we had some really close calls for the chip in. But it's just gonna be 20 points here going into the semis. Nobody's getting eliminated here, so it's gonna be an 8-player semifinal. If the results hold, it will be only a 3-player final,
Nice shot.
because the bottom 5 would be eliminated after the 4th hole. That's only if the results hold, of course. I do kind of wish there was a mode in this game that wasn't like survival golf, where everybody just plays the 5 holes online and winner wins, you know, no eliminations. Or even 9 holes, like a 9-hole online match would be sweet. Not that, like, survival golf's fun, and it's
Nice shot.
like, it's a good mode to play online. I just wish there were more game modes, you know what I mean? Both offline and online.
Nice on. Nice birdie.
Alright. Still tied for first. This game hasn't been too... Well, I don't know, it's been pretty consistent, I guess. If the results hold, or if the standings stay the same, we will be going to a CTP, though, a 3-way CTP, which always adds a bit of excitement, you know? Like, let's say... okay, first of all, gotta go backspin here. Maybe 3.5 dots? Maybe a bit more than 3.5?
Nice shot.
It wasn't too far off, but going to be another birdie. What I was going to say is, like, you know, if everybody's just getting birdies the entire game, it's not maybe boring per se, but a CTP is like an exciting end to a steady game. We'll call it that. Boring is a little bit, has too much of a negative connotation. It's not necessarily boring. Oh, well. Here's a bit of a development. Bob Ross sneaking into the final after being 3 points out of the final the entire game, sneaking in because Simone and Big T decided to get a par on hole 11. Can't say I made the same decision, so I'm actually now solo control of first place on 40 points. Not too bad, very consistent, birdie every hole, and the 3-point lead going into the finals. Very nice. 2-mile-an-hour wind as well. Should be easy.
Nice shot.
The usual strategy for hole 9 with moderate wind. And I wouldn't say this is the most difficult chip here. I also wouldn't say it's a free chip and eagle or anything.
Nice shot.
Yeah, like, I just want enough power to clear the bunker here. but not roll too far past the hole. And which I did, actually. The power, I think, would have been good enough for a chip and eagle, but I didn't quite... thought I either messed up the wind read or the green read. Either way, it's, didn't quite get it right there. No shot. I have not had a micropuck glitch in actually quite a long time. I was starting to think that the game, like, almost patched it or something. You know what? I actually don't know if that was the glitch or if I just, like, physically didn't put enough power on my putt there. Doesn't really matter, though. Either way, it's a par. And I literally, on the very last hole, I let all 3 remaining players back into the game. It is now a 4-way, closest to pinned, thanks to me. This guy right here. But yeah, I don't know about you. Let me know in the comments if you play this game. I've been experiencing a lot less micropuck glitches recently. I don't know if that's all across the board. Maybe they actually did patch something. But let me know if you still have that problem. Anyway, closest to pin here. It's not the most difficult CTP. Not the easiest, though. Thinking right off the top of my head, maybe like 3 dots on the 5. Maybe a tad under 3 dots on the 5. No spin. Okay. Well, that's a little bit of an annoying way to finish off the match. Probably would have gotten second if I didn't smack the pin there. I think I had too much momentum there. You never know, though. With honestly, with these physics in this game, you never know how far your ball is going to roll. Wow, for game number 3 here, we actually find 4 CPUs. Martin, Ashley, Theo, and Hiroshi they're all bots, like, or CPUs, same thing, bots, CPUs, NPCs, losers, you can call them whatever you want, but yeah, how this game works is like, if you're waiting in the queue for a long time, which I was, it has to have been like at least 3 minutes I was in the queue for, and for whatever reason, if you can't find real people, the game will just give you bots or CPUs. And the rank of the CPU will be the average rank of the humans in the lobby. So I'm S9, and honestly, I think I saw Nop Toch 1S was S8. The other 2 people were like lower S rank. So the average of all 4 of our ranks were S5. So now all 4 of the CPUs are S5. That's how bots work in this game.
Nice shot.
This is kind of a stacked lobby if you think about it. All S players, 4 S5 players. I mean, the average of everyone's rank in the room is S5, so a win in this lobby should be actually like a fair amount of rank. Like pretty decent, so I have to do everything I can to get a win here. Starting with a fringe putt. Yeah, not a difficult fringe putt, that's fine.
Nice birdie.
Nice birdie on hole 1, hole 7, and I don't know exactly how much rank a win would be in this lobby, but it might put me back to very, very close to where I was last episode at the end before I had that triple bogey on 16 and lost all my rank. So to make it all back in one episode would be fine, and then we start, you know, pushing for higher rounds next episode. Yeah, 11 mile an hour crosswind. Green's also going to push me to the right. I'm thinking maybe, like, I don't want spin here with this pin position.
Nice shot.
Okay, just a little bit too much power there, yikes. You really need a precise power there, because I actually bounced on the fringe, so I only needed like a tad bit less power, and that would have bounced me on the fairway, and then maybe would have been a nice approach. But anything less than that, you're in the water, because the cliff is like so close to the green, so tricky pin position. I still think I can sink this putt though and get a nice birdie here. Someone did the exact same thing as me. Alright, beauty. Nice putt there for 10 points. Good start to the match. Okay, don't know what happened to Nop Toch 1S there, but we are saying goodbye to 2 CPUs, 1 what I think is a real person. Nintendo would never make a CPU with that me and that name, but I have heard that CPUs can actually just copy a player's name and like look,
Nice shot.
but I'm pretty sure that was a human. Anyway.
Nice shot.
Don't mind this pin position here at all. He didn't get the wind right, man. That's fine. It'll be birdie putt. The wind, honestly, when it's like so close to a flat tailwind's a little bit tricky to read in this game. Didn't get it right there. Putting for birdie. This pin position actually on hole 1 here. If there's 0 wind, you don't need to adjust at all. Just aim dead at the pin. Go 3 dots on the 9 iron, and that'll be a chip and eagle every time with 0 wind. And if you don't adjust for the any of the shots, some free knowledge for you there, if you want it. Alright, we have a 3-way tie for first. Man, I gotta stay focused. There's so much rank on the line here, and I really want to get back to where I was in terms of rank, like right around the halfway through S9 mark, so we gotta focus up and secure the win. I want that win.
Nice shot.
Okay, with this wind, I should still be able to drive through the trees, kind of thread the needle nicely onto the fairway. It's going to be a difficult chip, though, with the wind. I have to clear the bunker, but not get too much power that I go, you know, past the green.
Nice shot.
The question is, do I backspin or not? I don't really want to, and so I'm not going to.
Nice shot.
Okay, the approach was not bad. It'll be enough to keep me tied for first. But it's like I'm not, you know, I'm not going ahead here.
Nice birdie.
Oh wow, a CPU bogey. Which means we are going to have a 4-way final. I'm still tied with Sleepy Joe. I want that win. I really want that win. What's the next hole going to be? Ooh, 14. Okay. Eagle is an absolute must here. We might be going to a CTP if we both eagle this, although the wind doesn't look like too easy, so
Final round.
we could see a eagle birdie situation here. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Gonna have to go around here instead of over the water, just with the wind.
Nice shot.
Yeah, I'm not in the bunker here, right? Okay, good. If I was in the bunker, that would have been an instant loss. I'm a bit farther back on the fairway than I normally am when I go around. But there's a bit of a tailwind, so I think just full power spoon's probably the play here. Just make sure the wind doesn't carry me into the bunker. I'd rather be a bit left. Too far left than too far right, you know? Because I don't want to be in the bunker. Get me on the green
Nice shot.
by any means necessary. Okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Nice on.
32-foot approach. I'm on the green. I have a chance. I see Sleepy Joe, the guy I'm tied with, off the green. So we actually have a chance to win here. And he missed. That looked like it was really close, but he missed. And so if I sink this putt, I win and I get all of that rank. Give me that win.
Great eagle.
Beauty eagle putt there. Beauty 14 points there, and a beauty win. This will be a decent amount of rank, especially with the lobby that it was. Like, dude, just give me bots every single time. You know, like if you've watched any of my previous episodes, there are a lot of lobbies where I just find trash ranked players. A rank, B rank, D rank. I don't want to be in their lobby. They don't want to be in my lobby. You know what I mean? So Nintendo just, there's not enough players here. Okay. You know what? I'll take it. More rank than I normally gain, so I am happy with that. But listen, Nintendo, if there's not enough players to like make even matchmaking, just give me bot. I'll take CPUs every day of the week. So I'm almost halfway through S9. Good bounce back from, like I said, a triple bogey on hole 16 that made me lose all my rank. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. See you guys in the next video.